What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that summer league analysis on Analysis Playground live on YouTube exclusively there. And we were going to talk about the game that ended up happening today. The Boston Celtics defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 92-78. They started off the first quarter winning it 22-18, and then they really opened the game up in that second quarter where the Celtics won it 27-18, but they ended up losing the third quarter 25-19, and then they ended up going back to winning in the fourth quarter. They finished them off 24-17 to be able to get the win. Not an easy game, but they made it look easy with their defense and their ability to get to the rim and get some lobs and some dunks and some turnovers, and also being able to score a little bit in the half court too. And that was a big reason why they was able to win. Other than that, we're going to start with the Memphis Grizzlies. Buckott, 23 minutes. He was 7-13 from the field. The problem was he went 0-4 from 3, had some good looks, just couldn't get him to go down. He had 14 points. A -1 and plus minus. He also had 7 personal fouls. Other than that, he did have 6 rebounds, one of them being offensive with 2 assists. He also had a block. He did a lot of things out there. They trusted him to make decisions. They wanted him to have the ball in his hands. He did look like he was rushed and sped up a little bit, and it did seem like he was playing into the palm of the hand of the Boston Celtics, but he did score. He did do it efficiently. He did have some decent shot selection. And, I would say he had a good game outside of fouling way too much and turning the ball over, even though he only had 2 tonight. Jalen Wells continues to be a guy that hasn't really shot the ball well, especially after that surgery on his wrist, I believe. He did play 24 minutes, and he finished 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, but he also finished 5 of 5 from the free throw line, so he ended up getting 13 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block with 3 turnovers. He also had 5 personal fouls. Like I said, he's been fouling a lot more than he normally does. Guys have been able to beat him off the dribble. Guys have been able to go straight at him. He's been able to stay disciplined enough to stay out of foul trouble, which is a part that sucks. But, it shows you got to continue to be working on your game. If you don't, somebody going to catch up to you or somebody going to be playing better than you. And we're seeing that a little bit against Jalen Wells compared to how he went against actually NBA starters, which was hard and tough to do as a rookie, but he was able to do it. He's not really doing that too much in Summer League. G.G. Jackson, 29 minutes. He was 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, but he also got to the free throw line 9 times, which was the most on the team, but he finished only 5 of 9 from the free throw line. He had 16 points, which actually led the entire team tonight, and he finished with 4 rebounds, one of them being offensive with 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and he was a -3 and plus minus. He took a lot of good shots. That's one thing I would say is just the threes was just too tough for him, and the free throw lines, he just didn't have it going tonight from there either. They needed those points if they was going to be able to win this game. He couldn't come through for his teammates there, but he still was able to have a decent night in this game. Zion Pullen, 24 minutes, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. He did have 5 points, -3 and plus minus, 2 turnovers, 4 assists, 2 boards. A okay game. He did just enough to make it, to show you that he has some talent and he can do some things for you, especially when it comes to playmaking and making sure he's making the right decision when he gets the ball in his hands and not rushing or forcing things. I think he was able to show that a little bit today. And then Cam Spencer, 25 minutes, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. He did go 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He finished with 15 points, 3 rebounds. They all was offensive, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, and 6 personal fouls. He also finished as a -5 and plus minus. All the starters ended up finishing as a minus, which is something that you don't want to brag about or you want to happen. But it actually did happen today for the Memphis Grizzlies, unfortunately. But he did make all his free throws, and he did have some good looks from the field, and the problem with him was just fouling and turning the ball over way too much. That's something that he's going to have to do better in the next game. And just understanding where to be at, understand how to get there, understand how to get the shots that you want, how you want them is all you can really go for. He tried to do a little bit of that, but couldn't do it at a great level. He did it at a good one, so that's something to keep in mind. Flemings Jr. 15 minutes, 1 or 2 from the field, or 1 from 3, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers. He also had 2 personal fouls, and he was a -9 by the end of the game. He finished with 3 points. Didn't really get a chance to see too much of him, but the rebounding was the strongest thing he did today. But he also turned the ball over a lot considering the minutes that he played and opportunity that he had. And he also had a couple personal fouls that was questionable from him committing. And Lawson also had 16 minutes. He was 1-on-1 from the field. He was 0-4 from the free throw line. That sucks because he only finished with 2 points because of that. And he had the best looks you can get in the game besides the layup. 4 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive with an assist and 2 personal fouls. He was a -7 and plus minus. Elton ended up finished for 1 minute or 1 from the field. He also had finished as a -6 and plus minus with no points because he missed his only field goal. And he didn't really do anything else because he only played a minute. And Tyler Burton, he played 9 minutes, but he did attempt 4 shots and only made 1 of them. And he also went 0-2 from 3. So he ended up finishing with 2 points, 4 boards, and 1 assist. He was a +7 and plus minus. And it was good to see, but he didn't play or perform well when it comes to offense. The rebounds was the highlight of his night, which is still some way that can impact winning. But, we'd like to see a larger sample size having the ball in his hands and being able to score. I just don't see that happening on this team. Though, Nate Hinton, 8 minutes, 0-4 from the field, 0-2 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive with a steal. And he also had 3 personal fouls and was a -13 and plus minus. He also missed every single shot that he attempted on the field, and that's how he finished with 0 points. He did rebound the ball good, too, for the minutes that he was out there, and he also got a nice steal out of nowhere. So he was trying to help and trying to do the best he can to contribute. Just didn't work out enough for them to be able to win. And then, obviously, Aaron Estrada, 16 minutes. He was 4 or 6 from the field, and he went also 0-1 from 3, and he had 1 rebound, 2 turnovers. He was a -11 and plus minus. He had the most points off the bench with 8, and that was good to see. And he was efficient from the field. You just want to make that 3 that you took, but it didn't happen for him tonight. But he still ended up having a great offensive game for the minutes and the time he was out there. And then Jeremy Jones, 11 minutes, 0-3 from the field, 0-2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, a -11 and plus minus. He ended up finishing with 0 points, and that was it for the bench. Good showing from him. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision, 28 of 69, 40% from the field for them as a team. The problem with their game is that they went 6 of 29 as a team, 20% from 3, and they also went 16 of 25, 64% from the free throw line, 36 rebounds, 17 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 19 turnovers, and 27 personal fouls. And then the Boston Celtics played a couple guys. Amari Williams, 22 minutes. He was 3 of 3 from the field, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Finished with 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He was a -6 and plus minus by the end of the game. You got to like the fact that he made every single shot from the field that he had. He did a good job of that, and he also was able to get to the free throw line and convert majority of his free throws. That was just good planning, good, ideas of where to be and how to get to, spots where you can score and you confident in. And then also playing a little defense out there, getting some tough stats to pick up, which is steals and blocks. But he was able to do that today in the starting lineup. Jordan Wash had that jump shot going throughout the game. He finished 3 of 6 from 3. The problem was he went 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And he also went 6 of 12 from the field, which was also good to see him mix it up and score in a variety of ways and using that ability to get to the paint and also hit those jump shots while also hitting the threes. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul, plus 6 and plus minus. He actually led the entire team in points with 17 points tonight. Baylor ended up going with 28 minutes. He went 2 of 14 from the field. Was, a bad game for him. He also went 1 of 8 from three, but he did go 3 of 3 from the free throw line. So he finished with 8, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls. He's a +5 and plus minus. He really was relying on that outside shot a lot, and it just didn't fall for him tonight. And he also was relying on those threes. Those also didn't fall for him tonight either, making him have a really bad game. Even though he had a lot of shot attempts, he actually took the most shot attempts on the team tonight with those 14 attempts. And you would have never thought that he'd be the guy doing it, but it actually was him. And he did have 1 turnover with 4 assists, which was a good assist to turnover ratio tonight for him when he was handling the ball and trying to make plays for himself and his teammates. Hugo Gonzalez, 28 minutes, 4 of 12 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 1 of 5 from the free throw line. He got in double figures also. There was only 2 guys in the starting lineup that got in double figures, and he was one of them. He did also have 4 rebounds, 2 of them being offensive with 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and he had a +11 and plus minus, and that was something that was good to see. And he was a good playmaker too out there, which was also amazing to see him handle the ball and try to make the right play and also compete hard on the defensive end was something else that was very impressive. But he also took some good shots and was able to drop majority of them, which was something that you have to like, especially from three. The unfortunate part was he ended up having a bad night from the free throw line. Max ended up playing 22 minutes. He was 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 personal fouls. He was a -2 and plus minus. He finished with 5 points. I liked that he was able to try to do other things that can help the team win, like the defense, also playmaking and rebounding. Those are essential to winning basketball games. He was able to do all of those things tonight and also took some decent looks. So you can't really be mad about his performance. Kenny Lofton, aka Kenneth Lofton Jr., 18 minutes. He was 1 of 8 from the field, but he went 9 of 10 from the free throw line, helping them get in double figures with 11 points. He also was able to outdo the Memphis Grizzlies on the board with whoever was trying to stop him because he was able to get 6 offensive rebounds tonight, which is a lot, but he was able to accomplish that easily tonight. They couldn't really stop his physicality. They couldn't really stop his ability to get in and box out and go straight up to make it easy for him to get the boards. He just wanted it more than they did, and that was the key to how he got that many offensive rebounds and 9 total. 2 assists, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He actually finished as a +13 and plus minus. Kendall Brown, 7 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, a +6 and plus minus. He actually ended up finishing with 6 points, which was a good game. He didn't get a lot of shots, didn't get a lot of attempts, but the ones that he did get, he did be able to take good advantage of those and put them in the basket, which is what you want from him. Other than that, he didn't really do too much. Miles Norris, 22 minutes, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. He was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He finished with 8 points, a +12 and plus minus, 5 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 5 rebounds, 1 of them being offensive. He was able to make all his free throws, which was good. Didn't shoot as well as you want from three, but he shot good enough. And he also made another shot from the perimeter close to the basket. So that was something that was good to see from Miles Norris. A good game. Want to see more from him is all I can say. Aaron Scott, the rest of the game, he didn't really play that much. He was just able to get on the court, play a couple of seconds. Isaiah Wong, 8 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, 1 rebound, a +5 and plus minus, and that was end of his day. But he finished with 2 points, and that was it. And then Charles Bassey was getting to that easy shots. That was able to convert them fast and quick and in a hurry, but he did it efficiently. 18 minutes, 7 of 8 from the field, 14 points, 11 rebounds, so a double-double for him. But he actually led the team in rebounds from the offensive end also with 7. So just a monster rebounder in 18 minutes for the Celtics. Really helped them stay ahead, really helped keep them in the lead, and he really helped finish off the Grizzlies early. It was just about letting the buzzer ring so they can have officially get their win for them busting they bust and competing hard at a high level. Even from the bench was great performances or good performances, you can say, and that's all you can really want from a summer league roster. 2 blocks, 1 turnover. He was a plus 20 and plus minus, which was actually the highest on the entire team. The rest of the guys did not play. Coach's decision: 30 of 74. They ended up finishing with 40% shooting from the field, 9 of 28, 32% from three, 23 of 33, 69% from the free throw line, 16 offensive rebounds, 45 total. They won that one by 9. 17 assists. They tied in that one as teams. 5 steals. The Celtics won that one. And then 9 blocks. They really had an advantage on that one. It was plus 7. And then they had 17 turnovers, which was less than the Grizzlies. And then 20 personal fouls, which is less than the Grizzlies. Also, ended up being a fun, good game to watch and see. And my Celtics is something I got to keep up with and something I got to continue to watch to see how they're doing and seeing how their decisions are being made, how they're trying to fill out this roster, and who's going to come in and be some difference makers for the roster, the NBA level. So it does make a lot of sense to watch and see what they're going to try to do with some of these young guys and see how they want to utilize them in certain lineups and seeing what they can do, because we haven't really seen them enough when it comes to being at a pro level, and they're going to have to find a way to translate a lot of their game over to the NBA level, because some of these guys are going to get opportunities. Some of these guys are going to get minutes with the Boston Celtics roster in the NBA. So it's good. We're losing a lot of people, but it is fun to see. We got a lot of good players that understand how to play their game and in a team way also. And that's what we're going to need them to do, especially when we get Jason Tatum back. We need guys that can be able to set screens, guys that can make shots from the perimeter, guys that can handle the ball and make the right play by passing or trying to score at an efficient level or just taking smart shots. And they're showing that they can do that in summer league. Now we just need to see more of it. And then the Grizzlies, they missed, you know, a lot of shots. They literally couldn't make a shot consistently, and especially from three. But neither did the Celtics. They didn't shoot the ball that well either. They just shot the three a little bit better, and they also shot the free throw line a little bit better. But other than that, it wasn't the best game for the Grizzlies. They do have to come back together and get their shots to fall a little bit more and be able to generate some better looks. And if that happens, that should be able to be the key for them to be able to win some games in summer league and also help their players play better within the flow and with the benefit of the system that's put out there in practice for them. Now they just got to try to perfect it to the best of their ability, and hopefully they can translate over to the NBA level, and hopefully in the future. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, do conversation video just like this about various NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage. If you love that type of content, this is the channel for you to subscribe to and support. Plus, I got over 3,000 videos to prove that point that you can watch right now and check them out and see if you like them. If you like this one, you like those, why not be a subscriber? Why not be a fan? I also make videos every single day. If I'm breathing and I'm functioning and my mental is right, I'm going to give you something to watch. I'm going to give you something to enjoy. And that's the beautiful part about this channel, is the consistency of the content being quality, while also giving you the type of content that you want to see and mixing it up throughout the whole entire year and throughout the days and throughout the weeks and the months of that year. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoying your weekend. Hopefully you guys got off work and got some rest, got some new goals, got some leisure, getting some fun in there too. And other than that, all I can do is ask y'all to stay blessed. Thank y'all for appreciating the content and continuing to come back and continue to make time for me to tell you how I feel about the game and how I feel about the topics that's hot around the league. And also thank y'all for continuing to support me in the past. also now, and hopefully y'all still support me in the future. Other than that, I'm gone for now. Y'all stay blessed up, and let's make 2025 a better year than 2015 on YouTube. That should be fun. That should be exciting. That's something I'm looking forward to. And this year has been more consistent. This year has put out more content. This year has been a lot more fun. And this year I have a lot more in store for you as the year continues to go on. So that should increase the chances of this channel accomplishing that goal. And that's what we should have set out. Let's do better. Let's grow and do more. And let's do right by ourselves and do right by the ones that love us. And that's something that I'm looking forward to continue to do this year. And hopefully you guys are doing the same. Other than that, peace out. See y'all later with more analysis, hopefully today. And I'm gone for now.